Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
Police or zombie problems? Your tortoise won't stop breakdancing?
Try blue tape.
The miracle of our age. Yay!
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThATuMBRELLAgUy. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me, or I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me, or I'm a man.
You know what? I talked to your mayor.
I'm feeling fly, yeah, I'm so damn fresh. Got that platinum grill, bringing in the checks. Diamonds in my mouth, shining when I speak. That umbrella guy, flossing speaking geek. Ice on my teeth, I'm dripping so hard. Platinum grills, I'm the king of the boulevard. Throwing money in the club, making haters mad. I'm the baddest in the game, no one gets a pass. Ooh yeah. Crushing all these lines, yeah, I feel fly. Rolling on the dubs, that umbrella guy. Iced out cold on the boulevard. You ain't a comic gangster, don't be playing hard. Ice on my teeth, I'm flying so high. Dropping the bass, that umbrella guy. One drill to rule them all, one drill to bind them. Baby, I'm so iced out, gonna blind them. Rolling in town, I'm an army of one. Doing verbal walk-bys, blazing like the sun. Riding in my whip, crushing false accusers. Dropping off the bass on the real abusers. Yeah. Living life fast, no time for the slow. Justice on my mind, stacking up on that flow. Life in the fast lane, no time to blink. Ice on my teeth, watch it when I speak. Chilling on my rhymes, never missing a beat. Ice on my teeth, yeah, I'm living that sweet. That umbrella guy, bringing the platinum heat. Crushing every hater, no time for defeat. Ooh yeah.
Ooh yeah, indeed. What's up, folks? Welcome to a Saturday edition. To me a minute, I was like, what day is it again? Just told the little one what day it was too, or what today tomorrow is, and I thought, it's Friday. No, it's not Friday. Welcome to a Saturday edition with guests. Man, look at this. This is long overdue, by the way. We have Georgie, first of all. How you doing, Georgie?
Hiya.
Man, like I said, this has been way overdue. Well, you know, we had to, I was like, I'm going to do this on a Friday. Wait, can't do that. That's a birthday for a kid. I'm going to do it next Friday. Wait, that's Halloween. Can't do it that day. So, and Mr. Coop, how's it going, brother?
All right. Hey, Tug, but I'm getting some echoing like crazy. It's like everything.
I don't hear any echo.
I don't know. It's like I got two things open here.
Yeah. That's probably
Did you mute the browser by chance?
I don't.
You probably got something else open somewhere.
Do you have?
You know,
No, it's
Hey, you can drop out and then use the link to come back in and see if there's another sound source coming through. You know, just hunt it down like that. That's the easiest way to do it, I think.
well, I don't have anything open.
I don't know. It's got to be something though, because we're not picking it up on this side.
Right. I mean,
It's
when I
on
was
the
listening
other side.
to, yeah. All right,
Yeah.
I'll
You
just
got a phone around you
I'll-
or something? No, are you coming through
No.
your headphones? Okay.
Here, I'm going to turn this off and see what happens. No, it's
Is Coop and Megan tonight?
That's what I was just thinking. I was
I-
like, replacement Megan tonight.
I have nothing open but one window.
The
you
ghost
don't
of 2L striketh.
Oh, there's the problem.
I knew you'd find it after you give it a minute.
Camera, live cam, capture. Jesus Christ. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know?
Yeah, of course. Of course, it's got to go that way.
Oh, it's. I'm gonna have to go out and come back in because something is
man.
echoing.
You're good. You just.
I was Timu Megan. What happened?
Well, you know, to be fair, you guys use a different browser hookup and everything. So, you know, I mean, it's all gravy. Man, tonight when he gets back in here too, guys, I have something for you today. Oh my God. I thought this would be a good night for it. I thought, man, Georgie, Mr. Coop, we'll have the fats mad, and then we'll make them matter. We'll drop a bombshell on them. That'll be fun.
I told Coop earlier, I was like, Lisa already hates us separately. Can you imagine how bad she's going to hate us now that we're all together?
I know. She's going to be like nervously munching freaking chicken skin all night. She's like, you know, what's happening?
It's going to be great.
You know, by the way, I noticed that last night, so I was going through, you know, the whole school mess, and I noticed she must have really been feeling, I don't know, like she went way past the line because she tried to walk some of that stuff back. And it was kind of funny. Now she did a terrible job walking it back, but still she tried to do some walkbacks. And I thought, well, that's funny because, yeah, that's not the way it happened. So I thought we would go over some of that today too.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Oh, it's all going to be good, though. It's all going to be fun. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. These people, why? I've always wondered, like, why are they obsessed with you so much specifically? It's like they really, really hate you specifically.
Because I call them out directly. And, well, I have teeth. Lisa doesn't.
Oh, is that what that is? I mean, they try any low shot that they can. They also came up with, you know, really disputable or really, I mean, easily disputed lies. Like, oh man, she's the reason that we had that picture out there, you know, of ourselves. I'm like, I saw where that picture came from. Actually, it was from one of her own live streams, and you weren't the one that put it up there.
No, it was sent to me by a follower.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm going to use this.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when it came up because I was like, well, is that can't really be that person, can it? Like that's got to be a fake. You know, somebody's got to show me that. Well, let's see. So you got tiggytobounce.com and redirected to their channel. They can contact me. I said Tiggy. Tizzy. I go back to Tiggy Bounce, you know, because they've been around so long as they were Tiggy for a while. But Tizzy, yes, if you see this, or somebody make sure that Tizzy sees this, because Cynic will transfer that over. So you'll have tizzytobounce.com and it'll be yours for whatever, you know, you just have it. Yeah, it's nice, you know. Freebies are always nice. God.
Tizzy said, what?
I think Mr. Coop got lost.
Usually I'm the one getting lost or being muted or yeah. Teach me
Oh
tonight.
no, you have to play the J. That's not fair. You're getting muted.
I usually mute to deal with the kids and then forget I'm muted. And I'll sit here for like 5 minutes just talking away on the show. And then I'll look down and I'm like, crap.
Yeah, I've done that myself before. Like, well, that didn't go very well. I noticed last night, though, as part of the deflection, I think I'm going to pull this up real quick. Give me 1 second here. I want to find the right portion to debunk this. So I want it right there. Okay, so last night there was a bit of, again, deflection happening. And as part of the deflection, after all of the crazy that popped off, about the school supposedly getting shut down, all these crazy things, which, again, I'm probably leaving a few steps out here. But in order for last night to be real, they stated that Jeremy Hales had made a call to a school. There's Mr. Coop. Let me add you back. What's up? You better?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I had everything closed. Both everything.
It could have just been the way when you connected, it could have caused. Sometimes you can connect and it weirds out on you, especially where you've been using something else. It's like, you traitor.
When I was in here with you guys, it was playing everything twice. Your intro, everything. I closed everything, and I could still hear you guys talking, but you couldn't hear me. So I had to refresh the whole computer. Anyway, I'm back. How y'all doing?
Better, though. Hey, you're good to go. Better late than never, right?
That's how it goes.
Exactly.
Well, if there's not a malfunction, there's something wrong with me and Georgie.
That's what I said. I thought I was supposed to be teaming Megan, not you, Koopy.
Well, it happened.
That's really like most people don't realize that's really why we don't go right on time, because more often than not, there is a problem and we're late anyway. So we just delay everybody. We let everybody know we're going to be 15 minutes late. And by then we typically have everything worked out. Either there's a delay because of technology problems or somebody calls last moment. They're like, oh my God, we have a bombshell, a court document. We gotta go through, we got to redact. So we're just like, 15 minutes. We can usually fix it. But so what I was saying, back. Well, okay. So most people, I think, if you missed out, let's just go with this. If you missed out on the crazy that's happened in the last few days, there were some allegations. It all started with a Megalodonus faux stream, wherein we found out that Libs had been uploading video from inside of a school with students on it. She had been teaching, which who cares? Who cares about her teaching? But she had been uploading video there. Now, the next day, we had allegations. And these allegations, they were crazy. If these people, they would have said, hey, of course, blame Jeremy, of course. But they said that he ended up calling the school, which if they would have just stuck with that, I'd been like, I don't know. But, that's plausible at least. I don't know pro or con, but at least that's plausible. Then they said he pretended to be a parent. I was like, I don't know about that now. Then they said on top of that, he wrote 274 faculty members with a complaint. He has to do those individually. So he would have wrote every single one. He stopped 3,000 kids from getting education because the school got shut down. That caused police involvement because of allegations, that he was a stalker and because, he's a threat, much like I'm going to call those mass casualty incidents that happened at schools. Now, that was wild. What did you guys think about that, first of all, seeing that pop off?
It's absolutely insane. I mean, we've talked about this, and Jeremy's a busy man. I don't see him writing 5 emails, let alone 274.
Right.
I mean, when I heard Lisa saying all that garbage, first thing came to mind was defamation in its finest.
Yep.
What you think, Georgie?
I have to agree. We discussed this partially yesterday. And yeah, it's 100% defamation. And Jeremy doesn't have that kind of time on his hands.
Well,
he has businesses to run.
Last night, apparently, I guess, a couple of brain cells collided. I know there can't be many in those empty domes, but a couple of them collided, and two L's, they started trying to walk things back. Now, I love this because I got to do a little debunking right off the bat with this. Somebody said, for your sake, I hope you properly vetted your info. That's a lot of crazy, by the way. And I'm going to, like I said, tonight we're going to drop a bombshell on it. We're going to totally obliterate part of this. Okay. But if this isn't true, you have wandered into big time defamation territory. Now, 2L said, actually, no. I, while eating some soup, eating my chicken skins, I stated... Wait, I need a
nom nom nom.
Yes, I need an image up here, to make it more lifelike.
I was just fixing to go there. What did the
do I need to get a bag of chips?
Did the vitamins from them chicken skins kick in? Nom nom.
The vitamins, indeed. Well, she when she says that she surrenders to a higher authority, I wondered if she meant Colonel Sanders. Most of us pray to God or, Allah, whatever. She's praying to the Colonel. Oh, Lord.
Last time we were at KFC, I love corn in my mashed potatoes. So it's loose corn over there. So explain to me how she could eat corn on the cob. I'm curious about that.
Very comically. That would be very
She's
fun.
the cob gobbler.
The cob goblin. There, let me see. I gotta say it. Let's see. I think I gotta loop that. Let me see if it loops.
No.
Here it is. Oh my God, it stays up there. That's amazing. Here it is. So, actually, no. I stated what happened and also stated it's all alleged until proven guilty. I said that more than once. Okay, that's interesting, right? So she said that. I got to take that off my screen. She says that last night she made sure to note that it was innocent until proven guilty. Now, here's this wonderful thing. We have a thing we call a transcript. We will pull it up and we will show that that's not exactly how that went. It went a little, let's say a little crazier than that. Give me a second here. I thought, I want to check that and see, So as they seem to be mystified by this magical art I have here. It's called searching words. Look, I'm searching the word innocent. Very easy to find. If she's saying she said that multiple times, well, the first time it comes up an hour and 14 minutes into this rant fest. So she spent over an hour telling this insane story about Hales. And then finally, she says this. Now, listen to this. This is nuts. Okay. She says, she starts it out. I was like, oh, okay. But she says, but guys, that until he's guilty, he's he's found guilty in a court of law because you're innocent until proven guilty. Remember that, right? These are allegations until proven or 100%. Although these days, in his cases, you're guilty until proven innocent. Wait a minute. So for Jeremy Hales, you're actually not innocent until proven guilty. You're guilty until proven innocent.
Nom, nom, nom. I don't know. She's a nutbag.
Well, it's funny because she's trying to throw down her disclaimer saying, actually, I said they're allegations and he's innocent too. No, you didn't. You said, well, it's normally innocent until proven guilty. Unless it's Jeremy Hales, then he's guilty until he proves himself innocent.
Right. I don't know. These people, it baffles me that they've made it this far in life. I'm serious. I mean... from somebody that claims smart enough to be able to take the bar tomorrow and then go on a live stream and say some of the stuff she does. It's just, it's unbelievable.
Take the bar tomorrow. That's amazing to me, you know.
Is she gonna use AI to pass the bar?
Oh yeah. They called it what? AI hallucinations. That's what they call that. Well, would you folks out there, would you like a bombshell that adds to this? Since they said, all of this stuff did happen, by the way, very much so. Would you out there, chat, would you like a wonderful bombshell that has been found out today? So we can 100% definitively know whether, remember, the allegation, anybody could see that and contact a school. All right. Like I said, I have no confirmation, pro or con, for that, but that's within the realm of possibilities. It gets a little weirder with writing, okay, but then we get crazy. They said that it shut down a school. Now, they tried to walk that back last night because I believe they knew that didn't happen. And I will show you where they do that. And it turns out the reason that they were walking that back is because it did not happen. I have a source for that. Who would be you guys like here? If you were going to find a source for that, who would you want to hear that from? By the way, if there was like school shut down, who would you want to really definitively tell you that before you went live with it?
The school.
Oh, yeah.
The school, the principal, right? Well, as luck would have it, we have some confirmation from the principal about what actually did or didn't occur. See, one of the things that happened in this is that she didn't just list Jeremy Hale's doing things. She said that myself, that Rosalind Duke, and that Megan Fox were involved. Now, we're not thrilled about that. We're not thrilled about being defamed in that way. So we wanted confirmation if our names had been brought up in all of this. So contact with the principal. Yeah, it started. Rosalind Duke was very not happy about this, I will say, because again, that is defamation and a half. And this is what the principal had to say. There were two questions, by the way. What happened with the school? And what's up with law enforcement? Because we were told there was law enforcement too. So here's the answer. Greetings. I have no knowledge as to what you are speaking about. The school, I'm not going to put the name there, but the school operated under normal conditions all week, aka no shutdown of classes. That did not happen. Now, as far as law enforcement, they said that they cannot speak to any law enforcement matters that are referenced below. Now, that may mean, again, there's nothing they don't know, because how would the school know if law enforcement actually came in? They may or may not know. Or again, law enforcement could have been contacted, but that's something we'll have to find out with law enforcement. One sec, I got a writer. What's up, kid?
What's up?
What are you writing for again?
The bug in the house.
You're a monkey. You a monkey.
What?
You're my dad monkey. If I'm a monkey, your mom's a monkey, and you're a monkey.
What? Did you just call my mama a monkey? Did you call my mama a monkey?
No.
Daddy monkey.
You're funny. Here, give me a.
You're a monkey too, because if I'm a monkey, then you're a monkey and mom's a monkey.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, how you want to see if that thing charged any for you? You want to check it real quick? Be careful. You're going to fall over. Thanks. I needed you to knock that over.
Thank you.
It was way too organized.
Look.
Yeah. How much is that? What's it say? What number?
4-4.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Take it. You got it. All right. Bye. See ya. Love you.
Kitty Layla's the best YouTuber. I got a new name as I can't win.
Wait. You mean I can't be the best YouTuber?
No, you're the best YouTuber. Yeah, you're the best YouTuber for a live stream to make videos.
Oh, okay.
For YouTube.
Okay. All right.
And I don't look up your channel on my TV.
Okay.
I don't want to listen to your channel.
Oh, you don't want to listen? Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I don't want to listen to my Kitty Layla got a new neighbor, and it was a Karen. I think
Karen, what is going on?
it's called Kenzie and Layla. We can look that up too.
I'll look at it because it's coming through your freaking child, like your profile.
And we got a new sandwich.
She got a camel.
They made part 2 in the part 2 week.
All right.
I like part 2. I think they're making 10 parts. I think they're making 10 parts or more.
Lord, that sounds amazing. 10 parts. Wow.
Yeah, it's called Kenzie and Layla.
All right. Well, we'll look it up later for sure because it's coming up on the thing. I love you. Take that upstairs.
It's on YouTube.
Yes, I got that.
It is totally amazing the stuff that pops in a child's head.
It's amazing, like what will go through, like the like the child filter. It's like, wow, they got a neighbor, a Karen. Okay, I'm curious how that comes up through the child filter.
Right. It's the innocent of children that it blows me away. My kids, it's been a long time since they were small, but listening to Bug, and it takes me back to they have no filter. It's just whatever pops in their mind, it comes right out their mouth. It's so cute.
That's why, it's a lot of fun to listen to because I never know what the hell she's going to say when she comes down here. As she proved in her what moment.
Well, you are a monkey now, so.
Yeah. And your mom's a monkey. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, like, holy crap. Well, thank you for that one. Let me wake my monitor back up here. Okay. But yeah, okay. Back to letter. So like I said, the principal of the school has no knowledge of the incident that supposedly shut down the school. The stuff we were told happened. That didn't happen. There was no shutdown. Everything operated normally. Well, interestingly enough, apparently 2L knew that already and tried, after spending hours saying that a school had been shut down, actually tried to walk that back last night. Funny, isn't that?
Wow.
Yeah, let me find that. I was like, are you kidding me? You guys spent hours, and then they were trying to add context, and of course doing it on the mod on the Nat show, because why would you have any kind of context brought on your actual show? Take it on the show that gets tens of viewers instead of a couple hundred viewers, but tens of viewers. Yeah, because nothing makes you look like you're guilty other than doing something like that.
Now, doing a little bit of reading over the weekend, like I told you earlier, I didn't get a chance to watch her last night.
Mm-hmm.
I was busy, but anyway, from what I understand, Stacy wasn't having much of it.
She probably didn't want that on her channel, just to be honest.
Well, it was all over the interwebs, about the defamation, and maybe Stacy woke up a little bit and said, maybe we need to talk about this a little bit later.
Yeah, because again, she tried to say that Jeremy interfered with the learning of 3,000 students somehow, while Leslie is in a court hearing. At the same time, she's somehow, they're shutting that. Like, this doesn't even make sense to me. Okay, when they talked about it, supposedly they're having a moment where she has to stand up and make an announcement. All the learning stops. Everybody's listening because this guy made a phone call, and according to them, 274 letters were sent, but only 2 were received.
Huh.
That shuts an entire school down. Mm-hmm.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my head around how she can be in 2 places at once, because apparently she was in court.
God, please tell me there's not 2 of her.
Well, there's enough to be.
I'm trying to figure that one out. Is there time travel going on or some shit? I don't know.
Teleportation.
She's like cookie dough. There's enough to spread around. you ever make cookies and you're like, oh, I'm gonna make some extra ones.
There you go. Yeah. I could just see it now. Hold on there, guys. They're suing me to take my house away. I got to pop over here to the school. There's a problem. How does that work?
I have no idea. I mean, these people. Well, she's definitely, she's teaching. The thing they tried to say, first of all, none of us had any idea that she had been working there for a while. And I was like, yeah, actually, a few of us did. And it's because sources they burn are very interested in what they do. In fact, there are some sources out there that are very thankful that we have talked about this person, because they've made a lot of people's lives hell. I mean, absolute hell. But we didn't bring it up because who cares? Honestly, I like knowing what's going on with folks and how that impacts the case, but them teaching, who gives a shit? I'm not the school, if I had concerns with them doing this or that still, that's their business. But when they start uploading videos of kids in a classroom, that is a problem. They're using this narrative. So they said that one of the reasons the school had a problem was because they all have a stalker, not just lips, but they all have a stalker, right? Well, if they really believe that, then they wouldn't upload other people's random kids. That tells you they don't believe that at all. But if they did believe that, why are you uploading videos of you with a bunch of other kids around there? They could have, I mean, you guys make, videos and stuff. One of the things you can do, what they could have done real easily is make a video, if they had permission, of course, with everything. If that was there, they could have unlisted a video, and then they could have given every student a link to it so they could watch it after class. They didn't have to make things public, but they did.
Most definitely. The idea that, from what I gather, the idea behind her doing the videos was to help the students. If the students needed to go back on a refresher of what she taught them, I can get behind that. But like you said, you can always upload your content, which that's what she did, and you can set it to behind the scenes, unpublished. I guess that's what you call it.
Well, Florida is also a two-party consent state. So in order to have recordings of anything, you would have to have consent from all the parties that are involved.
Right.
And on top of that, I'm sure, like, if parents give consent, they're not giving consent of their kid being uploaded in random videos in classrooms. If everything was good to go, it was all gravy, they took it down pretty fast. So, I don't get the feeling.
I saw some of the clippets come out, but I didn't watch any of the videos. I just saw some screenshots of it. So I don't know if she had kids in it or not. But Georgie and I, we were talking about this. You can literally set up a camera in the classroom to where no kids are filmed. Yep. It's just filming the teacher. I thought that's what she was doing. I might be mistaken.
No, you could see some of the kids.
Like, she did have kids.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And some of the videos, and some of them you couldn't. But the crazy thing too is the way she had all these weird colors and stuff in there. You couldn't read the boards. So, she was going for dramatic effect. You couldn't read her freaking boards at all. So anything that she would do, not only that, but she complains about ADA protected and stuff. Yeah, bright lights and changing lights, that might cause a problem for somebody that's really under the ADA protection, like one of her students.
Well, now I can kind of understand her point there. I am FAFO protected, so.
Tug makes a good point. What if one of those kids in her classroom had some type of seizures? Lights like that can cause a seizure to come on.
Yeah, it's culpability, man.
Were they lights in the classroom, or was it lights that she added through editing?
It looked like they were in the classroom, to be honest, because it looked like they were attached in there. Looks like she's teaching her class like that. But regardless, there's a liability. Like the school, one thing the school is not supposed to do. Schools are funded by us,
Right.
So one of the things they're not supposed to do is ever bring liability, because that's our liability. Just like police or anything else, we get sued, and schools are supposed to be cognizant of that. They brought that, like I said, they took that thing down in fast. So, whether it was her, it was funny the way it was spun, though. It was minimized. It was one video. It's videos to help learn. Like I said, the classroom, first of all, filming in the classroom while kids are present, it's not just them. Are you capturing their voices?
Right.
Are you capturing anything with them? Because you can't record any of that, And then on top of it, again, I imagine there would be some parent within that school that's like, no, this is not going to work for me. And if you have any problems there, what are they going to do about that?
Now, if she would have done it like after hours when there were no one in her classroom, and she was there by herself and just pretended to teach a class like she would if the class was in session and uploaded it, I probably wouldn't have had a problem with that. But if it's got kids in the classroom and she's doing it during class, I got a problem with that.
I think I still would. I think I would, because again, there's the liability component. She's filming, like what happens when she's doing all this crap after class hours and she gets hurt or something, Yeah. So she brings on extra liability. And again, the schools are supposed to be smarter than that. I don't know. I've never looked at their policies. And again, if there was a complaint, which until we see some proof, I'm not willing to say that there ever was. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, we relent on that and we say there was a complaint. You are allowed. It's public. It's of a school. If there's no problem, cool. They don't have to do anything about it. But as a citizen, you are allowed to say, "Yo, there's stuff from the inside this school being broadcast on this channel. Is that a problem?"
One thing I did notice that struck me as odd, just like all of her other videos that she's ever done, it's all about her. I mean, she's trying to teach a lesson, but yet she's got all these theatrics in it. Like, look at me. Is she teaching somebody, or is she trying to ham it up for the camera?
Right.
I mean, you guys were talking about the lights and everything, and I'm like, okay, from what I remember, she was more about her than the actual lesson she was trying to teach. Anyway, I digress.
No, I think so. I think you got a good point with that. I mean, again, all of these points too, where people are, talking back and forth. You're allowed to have these points, and not only that, you're allowed to bring them up to a school. If it's something put into the public, and you think, well, that shouldn't be there. Again, the school can disagree, and if they think everything's organized and all the proverbial ducks are in the row, then that's great. But you notice here, they're walking back. First of all, they lie, and they said, actually, we said that she called the school to frame Jeremy because you sound like a man.
Oh, is this Lisa talking again, saying that?
No, this is one of her fraud squad.
Fraud squad. I like that.
Oh, so somebody made this statement saying that Lisa did it because she sounds like a man.
Yeah, they're saying we said that is what it is. We said it.
I don't ever remember saying she sounded like a man, which she does, but I don't think I've ever said it.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever said she sounds like a man. Actually, I said that somebody in the ecosystem could well have done this, because again, there's no proof whatsoever. Did you guys see how the email system set up? On the school thing? Okay, so
no, I haven't been over to look at the school stuff.
Okay, so
I mean, this stuff happened so fast. I saw where people had started posting that Leslie had a new YouTube channel, and then that night Lisa comes on, and then like the next day everything was gone, and I'm like, okay.
Wait, whiplash.
Well, this is the problem with the mailing thing and everything. I mean, really, is how the email system is set up. Proof or anything else, because it's a real problem. See here, if you look at it, you have self-entry. Like when you go, you look up people, you find them individually. You have to add your name, you add an email address. So this is self-reported. You add whatever you want to add there. So if I wanted to say, Mr. Coop, oh my God, he's harassing his school, I could add him, or whatever. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I did see this. Trash Panda posted this, did she not? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
did
you all
see
saw
this.
that. Okay. Yeah. And I mean, the way this is done, imagine doing this 700 plus times.
And the funny part is just like you said, anyone could put anything in there. So how are they saying that Jeremy did it?
Yeah. I mean, 100%, and again, even if you did write the problem with this too, it's twofold. First of all, there's no proof, but even if there is proof, what does it matter? Is there some problem with writing a school? I mean, the problem is prove that there were 274. I'd like to see proof of one, but prove beyond that, they definitively said that 274 emails were sent out. So
exactly
everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, that's a real problem. Again, they don't understand how allegations work. They got pretty nasty with other stuff too.
Just think about it. They get upset at the see something, say something thing. Me personally, I've never called anybody. It's not my place
nor I. That's what made me irritated about the school thing. I haven't, I have a pretty good policy on it. Although after they put my name in it, I thought maybe I do need to call this and maybe I do need to contact the police department. I mean, these people are saying they mentioned a bunch of us. So,
well, I mean, think of the panic that could cause. I mean, we know they're full of crap. Okay, they're all blowhards, but just think of it like this: they're saying that so and so caused a panic in a school. Just think who listens to that and freaks out over it. Maybe they had a kid in there, and now you got parents calling the school saying, "Hey, what happened? I heard it on so and so that there was something happened at the school." It causing a panic, I guess you could say. Okay, I'm off topic.
Look at it this way, though. Who has a track record of contacting people's jobs?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Bubbles and Lisa both have a track record.
Well, that's the thing too. Suddenly, okay, let's say it did happen though. Suddenly, that's a problem. Really? So, if it was a problem, it wasn't a problem before ever, but suddenly things become a problem because Jeremy Hales.
I mean, he's blamed for everything.
Literally.
Well, and it also any action that he does that's the same thing they do, it's a problem too when he engages in it.
Right.
Hey, by the way,
they can do all this bad behavior, but if we put it back to them, it's the end of the world, and we're the bad guys.
Yeah, well, I always hate. We were mentioning this before the things. They always say that we want their channel shut down. I don't want their channel shut down. It's amusement and a half, man. I love the fact that they're too dumb to realize what they do.
Oh, as far as that goes, I took your role on that when it came to Lynette. I want her so bad to start putting videos out. I mean, she's really close to 1,000 subscribers. Okay. And I guarantee she starts making videos, I'll watch every single one of them.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I'll be all over a Lynette Preston video.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like I said, Lynette, man, you, me, and my elbow right at Lisa's financials make 3. That's it. Let's do it.
There you go. There you go.
Exactly.
She keeps threatening to make videos. And I'm just like, come on, girl, roll them dice. Let's watch it. Let's see what you do.
And she's always complaining about being broke. Could you imagine the amount of money she would make from the content she put on YouTube?
Oh my God.
She could make merch.
I would have made her so much money. Of course, I would have asked for a slice of it, but it would be out of money we made. I'm telling you, we would have converted over some stuff. She'd be Otter Creek Elvis, you know. She'd be like the Vegas you know. She'd be like the Otter Creek version of Vegas, like, you know, marriage. She'd be over there, slam, baby, you're married. It'd be great.
All right on,
You know?
right on.
I would totally buy the merch.
It'd be awesome. She could do like dub songs. She could be like, I came in on a stripping pole. It'd be awesome, dude. Oh my God.
But oh yeah, man, just think about it. Lisa, I mean, she's got what, 400 or 500, maybe 600 watching, Just think if Lynette started putting videos out. Oh my God.
Dude, Lynette. I'm telling you. You drop the fronds and you get with the squad. You get all this Jeremy Hale stuff sorted. And we make you real. You'd be a millionaire by now instead of dealing with these losers. If you would have gone a different way.
Just think about the merch, like Georgie said, the merch alone. My mom died. My mom didn't die. I mean, you're a bad man.
Hey, everybody loves my UGG mug, so get on the money train, Lynette. Come on.
I'm telling you, I would have set her down and we would have had a real freaking business. And again, she could complain about Jeremy. There's that walk. I would have also told her this is how we have to walk it. And I'm not talking about John and how he hobbles down the road. When I say this is how we walk it. We have like cool rides. You could like mummify your, all the way from your crotch to your leg. And we could have like walker races. Oh God, we'd have so much fun.
Oh shit, yeah. It would be unreal. The potential for her, she says how Jeremy has ruined her life. It's amazing how much she has gained from all of this.
Yeah.
I mean, she financially, she has gained a ton of money.
Okay, so here's something. I don't want to put this on my screen until we look at it, because it says some words on there. But here's something. You remember the jewelry maker that she sold? Yeah, the jewelry welder or whatever. You realize that's a backup. Like she was talking about it, and like, I mean, this is stuff that apparently she had so many things. I think a donor or somebody was discussing it, and it ended up that wasn't her main one. So we all thought that was her main one. She had two, man.
Oh,
she's doing so well. Yeah, she got two damn jewelry welders.
Holy hell! Those aren't cheap.
A pop.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
$1,000, seriously, $1,000 a pop.
My grandmother had one of those because she went to school for making jewelry years ago, and back then they were $700-800, and that was back in the freaking 80s. Imagine what they cost nowadays.
Jesus.
Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting.
I didn't realize she had to.
Oh, well, nobody did. I mean, that was the thing. But yeah, she, and again, when things are gifted, I hate to say this. I'm going to say something that almost makes me sick to say it. There's a point that 2L made that I agree with. No, but she said, hey, when something's given to Lynette, it's hers. And I do agree with that. However, there's a way to handle it. Like you don't go out if somebody gives you $1,000 piece of merchandise because you're like, I want to open this career. Maybe you shouldn't sell it a month later. Just say it, because people are not going to give you money and shit when you do that.
Well, take a look at Lisa's big money that used to come in that's not coming in anymore. I mean, all she had to do is keep her donors happy. Just show them just be transparent with it.
Exactly.
And now they're gone. So who actually is hurting her drama business? Is it Jeremy Hales, or is it the people that she made mad and walked away?
Oh yeah, she did more damage to herself than anyone could ever. I think that's funny. Now she pretends she understands Torch's interference.
I think it's time for one of them, don't you, Georgie?
What, Torches?
Say
it. Just saying.
Well, you've still been They've still been making money. Like, they can't lie because, okay, again, this is without YouTube's cut, but the school mess thing they brought up, that was $64. The Torch's Tales, $92. This doesn't count memberships, of course. Well, we got a mail, $69. The one before that, $49, and so on. Now they're still selling merchandise too. They have entire streams sometimes dedicated where the same dozen idiots buy the same junky things. By the way, I got sent. Did you see that picture of the marble that I get sent?
No.
Oh my God, let me find it.
You have my marbles?
If this is your marble, you need to send it back. I'm telling you. I'll be like, if that's your marble, it's proof like God dropped you on your head or something. You're like, wait a minute. Give me a minute. I gotta scroll down my timeline and find it because I don't remember where the freaking hell it is. But I got sent one of the crystals. Sadly, not a crystal peen, though. I really, yeah, no, man, whatever. Do not send me one of those people, by the way. I'm joking. Gross.
What was it, resin?
No, these are, check this out. Here it is. So this is their, this is from the Robbie side, by the way. So the marble there, they supposedly were getting their own crystals, remember? And I was like, okay, so you went out and you got your own crystal and you guys shaped it and turned it into a marble? I don't think so. I really don't think so. This handful right here is $45, by the way.
Are you serious?
I am. I'm very serious.
Did Michelle buy those?
No, this came from somebody that did buy them, though. And yeah. That's what they're marketing out there to folks, and it's like, wow,
what was it? Just before Halloween, they went to like Hobby Lobby and bought these little cheap, like treasure chests and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're just real small, and they're filling them with all these cheap rocks. And I think she put, I think it's $15, $25, something like that on it. Every one of those rocks are just polished rocks. I mean, you can buy them a dime a dozen on Temu for next to nothing. But she get good money out of them.
Dude, you can go buy a bag of polished rocks for $1 or $2.
Right.
I mean, you can. You don't even have to go on Temu. You can just go to one of these little places out that sells that sells interesting items to kids. We have them around, of interest. Here's a souvenir, shiny rock, But I mean,
well, Tug, you probably remember Spencer's when we were younger.
Yeah, they still have those nowadays. Though.
Right. But that's where I remember those polished rocks was in Spencer's. You could go in there and fill up a little bag full of them, and it cost you just next to nothing.
Have you been in a Spencer's lately, by the way?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. There's a short up on my channel.
The button. It's the perfect time for the button.
Oh no, I'm not playing that one on Tugs.
Yeah, I walked in the
you talking about the come one, come all?
Yes.
Well, I walked in the back of the Spencer's one day, and it's like, I always remember them having novelty, sexual aids and stuff, but then it got the really weird stuff. I was like, who exactly wants, let's say, a demon horn peen? Who wants that as a toy? That's really, and then it got weirder and weirder. I was like, yeah, this ain't the Spencer's I remember.
Right.
I went over to look at novelty stuff. Like you're saying, you get shiny rocks and shit like that. I was taking the kids, and luckily I walked to the back by myself first.
Yeah. That's not a place for kids. Definitely not a kid's store. I mean, matter of fact, Mom and I were in there here last week or so because we went in there. She went in there looking for Stitch stuff because they do have some normal stuff, and Yeah, you don't want to take your kids in there because, poor Bug and Lug would be saying, oh, what is this? That's not questions you're ready for yet.
No, I do not want to answer any of that, right?
Right.
Oh, gross. I can't even imagine looking at those things. No, not until they're 80. Oh, yuck. Check
But
this
yeah,
out, by
the
the way.
the rock business, I mean, hey, to each his own. If you can make money on it. But they weren't making any money on it. That's why they jumped on the gravy train of Jeremy Hales.
Mm-hmm. And they made money, by the way. They did. So I can't tell you what they made through all of the rock business and stuff. But you know what I can tell you? I can tell you how much total revenue their channels made without memberships. And again, YouTube gets its cut. I can tell you, since they took over going with Jeremy Hales, their monetary growth went from, making almost nothing to making almost $33,000.
Yep.
It's $32,782. Press me. I know the real numbers.
Yes.
But I mean, that is, and again, that's no hate for anybody. You make your thing. I make money on my channel is for profit, for freaking hell.
Right.
I cover for sure. But
right.
These people, they got sued over their insanity. And last night proves why they get sued.
Yes.
God. So when they were trying to walk this stuff back, by the way, oh my Lord, look at this. This is so funny. This is them trying to walk this. They were like, I'm getting off. I'm hearing some stuff here. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff, and I see comments and things, and I was literally dealing with what's going on and like trying to, I was vetting the info and vetting.
She did a miserable job at vetting it.
She was like, Leslie, what happened? And Leslie was like, you're listening to somebody that's told you just how bonkers they really are. I mean, their tagline anytime they get in trouble is, I'm mentally ill, so maybe don't use them as your go-to source. I'm just saying, like nothing against mentally ill people. I'm just saying maybe somebody that, they have conflicting voices telling them things. Maybe don't go that way. But, people need to understand that it wasn't like a school pew-pewing or anything. Well, she actually made the comparison that when they shut the school down, that's the way they treated it. Like it was that, like a mass casualty incident. The school wasn't shut down because of, there was somebody outside their property trying to do something. Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, like, okay. So the school wasn't shut down because of, you're claiming it's shut down because someone called and wrote letters. Wouldn't that be someone outside the property trying to do something?
It doesn't make sense to me how anyone would shut down a school over somebody writing letters or making a phone call.
I'm just saying, what would it be? Okay, isn't this the epitome of outside the school doing something?
Why are childless women even mentioning how school buildings work in the first place?
I hate these people. You know what I really fucking dislike? These people that either have never raised a child or would do it very poorly, talking about fucking with anything with raising my child. I'm like, gross. They're talking about other people's kids and raising them. I'm like, what you should try? Yeah, it is not easy. It is not easy. It is hard. It is rewarding, but it is one of the most difficult things you can do in your life.
Most definitely. I mean, I'm lucky. Mine are grown. Mine are older than Georgie. I'm lucky. They turned out to be perfect kids. They're respectful. They work. They've never been in jail. They're good kids. But it is a job. When you have to raise two kids and work at the same time, when you do that, then turn around and tell me you're a parent. Until then, if you've never done it,
Exactly.
I just like it. Like when they talk about the little ones, like with mine, they're like, "Oh, he should lock them out." Yeah, really? That would be good parenting? I should lock a door between me and them while I do my job and hope they don't burn the house down or anything else.
But I don't understand why. I mean, you're doing a job, and I'm sure Bug and Lug, when they come in, they're learning from you, whether you really realize it or not. So what is the problem with them learning what you're doing? You're not doing anything wrong. You're a content creator.
People also, they learn as well. They learn. See, we see so many out of the ecosystem folks, especially, we see so many negative interactions with kids that I feel like somebody needs to teach them how to positively interact with a child. You know, you treat them like little people. You treat them nicely, you know, you treat them with love, but you treat them like little people. You know, you don't scream at them. You don't threaten them. None of that crazy garbage. You know, it's just.
So in other words, you don't raise them like Lynette.
Yeah, I'm going to say like everything we've ever heard. That's probably not the way
ever heard.
Yeah. I'm assuming, again, I don't know. I've never been there. So I can't say how things are all the time, but I can say when I hear things like Thomas Collins recording across the street, trying to gotcha on Travis, and all I can hear is screaming coming from the other place. That's not good, you know.
Well, I'm only making the statements I'm making based on what I've actually heard. 911 calls to the sheriff's department, you know, like you said, Thomas Collins across the street. There's been a few other videos that have been filmed from across the street where you can hear them yelling. You can hear the kid screaming through the fence. I think I need to move on away from that. That gets me upset.
Every time we bring up that, we get heated on our show. We should probably change the subject.
Take it away, Tug.
So last night, Lisa, also, part of that, they were saying there was indeed an incident. It stopped kids from learning. It was a high alert incident. And when a high alert incident happens, they basically shut classrooms down. Now, explain to me again, a person calls in and complains. Again, if I'm taking everything they say at their word, person calls in and complains about a YouTube channel. They're saying Hales. So again, for the sake, if I embrace their entire argument, entire thing, I've heard him talk about things. He knows how to comport and handle himself. I would think, again, if we embrace that totally, yeah, I don't see how that would set off an issue. Oh, we've got this thing out there. Yeah. And then males, faculty, a person, let's just say, for the sake, which is such a stupid argument, by the way. I do not believe this happened at all. I actually doubt the whole thing, like I said. But just saying, 274 people, 2 emails go through. So spam, because they treated it with a spam filter. You're telling me the spam that comes through about something, that sets it off? No, what happened is what they're saying. Leslie had told the school that Jeremy Hales, before anything ever happened, was a stalker. He was dangerous. That's what, yeah. They said that last night. They actually, or the night before, they brought it up. And this, again, we just got confirmation from the principal. There was no shutdown. There was no lockdown of the school. They report that stuff when it happens. And the principal's like, everything functioned properly. I don't know what you're talking about. So
I'm still confused at why there would be a school shutdown for somebody calling the school.
Well, because what it sounds like they're trying to say is they hyped him up to be so insane that they caused a panic themselves.
I mean, I could understand if it was threats made against the school, but I don't think I ever heard them say there are any threats. So why would they close down the school? It doesn't make sense.
Right. It doesn't make sense at all.
Doesn't there have to be some type of threat made?
You would think so. You would think, again, a person complaining about a YouTube channel would not be able to, again, I think that's a legit complaint. If I saw something outside, so let's say I saw something happen on a bus or something, I'm driving around, I see something happen on a bus and I call and I'm so irritated. Say a kid throws a rock at my car, let's just say, right? I'm so irritated, I write every freaking faculty member in the school. Does that shut down the school?
Right.
That seems ridiculous, that idea. But they went with it. In fact, fun time. I love transcripts because they say they didn't do, they didn't say or do a lot of things, and I'm like, yeah, I got your video, but
I download every one of them.
Yeah.
It just, I know she made the accusations that Jeremy called the school, and eventually through something, Jeremy ended up saying, "Oh, I'm Jeremy Hales, a famous YouTuber."
Yeah.
One,
he also supposedly pretended to be a parent.
Right.
That was their accusation too. And it was like, why would that happen?
But just for shits and giggles, say he did call the school. What is it they're saying that he did to warrant the school being shut down? Just calling a school is not going to shut it down unless you, like I said a while ago, you make a threat. So I'm baffled.
It's not against the law to make a complaint about a
faculty member. You absolutely have the right to do that. You absolutely do. It's funny though, when you go through their thing, they tell you, well, she decides she's going to contact Leslie. Right. So she's saying that all of her information came from Leslie, that she goes through her backdrop of her teaching school. Now she minimizes the thing about what happened with videos. She says that, she's teaching chemistry. So she created this video. That's a singular. She didn't make a channel. First off, she made one video, which is not right. She posted 2 days ago. Somehow Hales finds it. There's a link posted apparently to, there's somehow
I don't recall
somebody
to the school.
Yeah, I don't either, but I don't see how this fits in with Hales, again, because they're saying somebody posted a link online. When you click it, it goes to the school and faculty, and she's like, "Oh my God, wait, let me get it right. Oh my, oh my God, yeah, give money." I'm sorry, I muted myself a little too much.
That's all right, man.
Then she was like, "Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me?" I love it when she tries to pretend that she has a conscience. Oh my God. It cracks
now,
me up.
was this all missed at the same time when she was supposed to be in court again?
Yeah.
Yes.
So she's supposed to be, she supposedly gives a speech or a comment at the end of it all while she's in there. So she puts it up 2 days ago. Look, 2 days ago, he puts it up 2 days ago, 17 hours ago, the video, it goes up. They're like, wait, what? 2 days ago's up. All right. Yeah. 2 days ago. Yeah. 17 hours ago. Wait, what? Okay. But whatever.
That math don't math.
Right. But
Mary Beth.
The school principal gets a call. All right. So this is their narrative from someone trying to make a complaint about a teacher who's teaching their child's or their children's. That's about a teacher who's their teacher's child. Okay, I got it. Child's teacher. I got it finally. Oh man, reading her mush makes my brain hurt. So the person supposedly says they're a parent in Leslie's chemistry class, that she's not fit to be teaching kids. They're like, okay, well, what's your name? How's it going? Now, of course, you notice there's nothing about the video up here, by the way. Notice it's not about posting the video or anything else. It's about not fit to be. Then they say when they're questioned about who you are, it turns around and he says, "My name is Jeremy Hales. I'm the famous YouTuber."
Okay, so that's something that stands out to me. I didn't think of it yesterday, but it just popped in my head. In all of Bubble's documents he has filed, what did he call Jeremy?
That's true.
In every single filing.
That's true. That is true. You got it there. I didn't even think about that. That's a very good point.
I'm still waiting on the threat that would close down a school.
But that's actually, Georgie, that's a good point. Like, who refers to Jeremy Hales as a famous YouTuber? It's certainly never been Hales that I've noticed.
Nope.
And did they not just recently throw him under the bus?
Yeah, indeed.
So he very well could be doing this out of spite.
Well, not, you also have Leslie. Okay, Leslie turned on them, abandoned them. Leslie was supposed to be their great white hype. I mean, she came in, she made Bully Hunter. She did all of this other stuff. She was supposed to intimidate people, supposed to drop a lawsuit, supposed to show you who's boss. Well, she not only turns tail, but she supposedly turned over a lot of information too. And one of the threats that supposedly was noted was that if she ever did that or didn't come on 2L's channel, that she'd get her. So, I mean, again, who knows? I don't know. But
well, when that all came out, that when Jeremy came out with the fact that Leslie came to this side, and wanted to make a deal, she thought bringing Leslie on would just clear all that up. Well, what is a turncoat going to do when they come on to a show? They're not going to admit what they did. They're going to flat out deny it.
Exactly.
I mean, so it doesn't matter if Leslie came on or not to debunk Jeremy Hales. The fact of the matter is she's not going to tell the truth. She's going to be terrified.
Well, there's another point, that goes with what Georgie said. So
yeah,
they threw Bruce under the bus, with abandoning them. They obviously are very mad about people abandoning them. Well, who else abandoned them? Leslie.
Yeah.
I think it was you, Tug, and Megan that made the point that it's funny that the lawyers in this case got lawyers.
Lawyered up. Yeah. That's one of the things I noticed, like, right off. I was like, it's the only people that are lawyering up are the lawyers.
And for the most part, Bubbles has been a lot quieter than Fleesa has. So
well, you notice they direct all their chatter through her. So when it comes up, well, that's the same thing. Like, he's done a lot of things that when you look at them, I'm like, well, that's questionable as hell. Legally, however, could you get away with certain things and maybe throw another person under the bus? Some of the stuff, it gets pinned on other people. It does.
Right.
His words coming through someone else's mouth. Well, ultimately, unless they show proof and throw him out and say it came from him, then how do you ever have how does that ever work?
I got that. Yeah. Yeah.
But
I just don't get these people. They're so funny to laugh at. I mean, she's extra crispy mouthpiece for hire. I mean, you got all these guys over here letting her do the speaking, and ultimately, that's why she has the $4 million price tag in the court on her. I mean, they've used her channel. They've used her to push the word, and she's been more than willing to do it.
And she's too stupid to understand the line. See, there is a line. You can criticize the shit. You can make fun of people. You can do all kinds of stuff. But there's this line, and you have to watch it. Right. She forgets the golden rule. There's a little word you can throw in with things. Allegedly. Now, allegedly will only take you so far. Like when she's talking about him and some pretty nasty allegations. Even if she added in allegedly, that wouldn't carry. But she didn't. You notice when we're going through this. So she was saying, here's an important distinction too. She said, oh, well, I said these are allegations. All right. Well, you see how this comes up. So she brings up again the Leslie stuff that we noted. She says, oh, Leslie's the greatest person ever. Here I contact Leslie. This is what happened. There is no innocent until proven guilty. These are allegations. That doesn't come up for, you see their timestamps. That doesn't, even the wording on that does not come up until an hour and 15 minutes into this. So she spends over freaking right in an hour going after Hales for all this stuff. Never even brings up the allegedly part until the end.
Oh yeah, she made that clear the other night. I always say allegedly. I always make sure it's known. When you were talking about this, when she was talking about this, she was talking about this as fact.
As it happened, yes.
Yes, that this did happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if she says allegedly or not. At the beginning of all this, this is what happened. I talked to Leslie and she said, this is what happened.
Yeah, she didn't say, well, the kicker is, though, she didn't either. That's a lie because we have transcripts of it. We have videos of it. It didn't happen. So, okay. So we're up to the contact, and they supposedly say there's no parent named Jeremy Hales. Okay. So then they say, now what happens? Well, by 11 o'clock, I mentioned the faculty link. That's because when you look up names, you notice there's 274 faculty members. So apparently they've been looking through the faculty thing, which is really weird too, right? Because I mean, I don't think anybody realized there were 274 until they brought it up. They were like, okay, well, so who knew that to Melon? Why would you know that? It's just weird, right? So they go through.
About weird. The exact number.
Yeah. I mean,
I can hear her saying, 150, 200, but the exact 274.
And then for her to point out that in order for you to do what he did, he had to spend hours doing this.
Yeah, she says you got to melt each one. Yes, exactly. How did she know that?
If you didn't spend hours doing it.
It's weird. It's almost like maybe there was someone else responsible. Now, again, allegedly.
Yeah.
But they say definitively he emails every staff member. Not he sent emails either. That, again, their statements aren't he mails somebody. He says, if you want to know who the real Leslie Ferderigos is, click here to some video to 274 people, where you can't do like mass mail. You have to do it one by one. So she points that out, and she points out exactly how you have to mail, by the way. Very strange. But she says he sends it and the principal stops it. They get wind and stop that he spent. First of all, how would they know that too? Like this is another question. They said a couple people get them. How would they know there's mass mailing when 2 people get it?
Right. That doesn't make sense. Now, these 274, this is faculty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how many employees are at that school.
Yeah. Right. Well, they said faculty, staff. I mean, I haven't looked at the thing. They say like school therapists, coaches. So I would say faculty is what it's supposed to be. I guess I don't think that like the janitor and stuff. I don't think they give them emails. Maybe they do.
I doubt it.
But I don't think so. I don't. think
here's your email address, Mr. Toddy Bowl, the one that keeps everything nice and shiny. I don't.
Exactly. Yeah, for real. I mean, I know you. I know you might need supplies. I can't see why they would need an email because they're usually not added on to how to handle specific things. Maybe I guess again I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe that happens. But then they say on top of that when that comes up, Leslie has to make an announcement. What? So 3,000 students have to stop what they're doing for the day because there's an announcement that needs to be made and they have to take care of it. What? Because of 2 emails?
Why would Leslie be making an announcement?
Yeah, none of it makes sense. Again, this narrative is so insane.
I mean, she's a teacher in a school system. Teachers are the bottom of the pool. It starts with the principal. So she's not giving a speech over the intercom at all. That would be a principal.
Well, they say they have to make an announcement. Has to be an announcement. The campus police are brought in. I mean, it's freaking insane. Because, she says, like, again, so she makes it clear that Leslie told the school months ago when she started, or weeks ago, whatever, I can't remember exactly when found out. So I can't remember if that's when it started, when she was hired on or what, but she makes it clear that when she was hired, that she told the school that she had a stalker, that he was obsessed with her and all this. So, because she sends all this stuff. Oh, she also gross. She's like, oh, you know what? George wears wigs because of lips, because Jeremy likes it. It's like gross.
They're too stupid to realize that they're mocking them.
Exactly.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of principal would actually hire Leslie just by talking to her, because anything and everything I've ever heard her say would scare me to death to have her around children. I mean, she allegedly.
I wouldn't want her anywhere near my children.
It's so funny though that they're like, this is why she she dropped that lawsuit. But Tuggy, Megan, okay, so we right here again. So you're telling me that Lips got you involved to try to intimidate us off a lawsuit? Well, first of all, fuck yourself. You're not going to ever intimidate us out of a lawsuit. But also, that's pretty dumb. That's pretty damn dumb. You're like, do you think the lawsuit is about someone contacting a school? First of all, is that what you think that's about? Because if you do, I got news for you. It's about garbage lawsuits. And she lost when she removed them. And she didn't do it once. It doesn't matter. Look, she's like, the family was blackmailed and extorted. That's why she walked away. Bullshit.
How?
Bullshit. You
How?
know, absolute bullshit.
How was she blackmailed and extorted? She filed the frivolous lawsuits, not y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Not only that, I mean, she made up the dumbest crap I've ever read, worst filings, and somehow in some way though, it's on all of us. But again, they have to have somebody to blame it on, because if you look at them, if you look at how they act,
not a single one of them have taken responsibility for their own actions.
Ever. Like they have ever. But she says again, like he literally like the school was stopped in their tracks today. 3,000 kids stopped in their tracks. Education just completely stopped because of him. If you think the cops don't want to know about that or aren't going to do anything about that, it's crazy. So you see the threats in here, the weaponization of the police, the threat, trying to make someone afraid. And ultimately, again, the event didn't happen. According to the principal at the place, this event did not happen. So either somebody's a liar,
I just want to know how they have such great imaginations to make up bullshit stories like this.
Well, if you think about it, you got Lynette, okay? She's a nutbag. Flat out, she's crazy. Allegedly, but she doesn't have a YouTube channel. So we can only catch her stupidity on social media. But now you take Fleesa, in my mind, she's just like Lynette, except she's got a YouTube channel. And I don't think she thinks before the words come out of her mouth. And that's what I think gets her in more trouble. She doesn't vet anything.
What is that she's always screaming at us? Vet your shit. She doesn't vet her own shit.
Oh, we vet. I mean, there's mornings I have. There's mornings I have 10 pages of exact stuff written down that she said. I mean, to the word. So yeah, I vet my stuff before I could accuse her of anything. I know what she said. I've got the video to prove what she said. So she can say whatever she wants, but I don't think she thinks before she speaks on a lot of stuff.
I don't think she thinks before she speaks. Just period. You know.
I mean, she's got tails just like poker players do.
You know.
Yeah. When flat out when she's using that creative side of her brain, because as soon as she shuts up, the first thing she said is what? Just saying.
Just saying. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed. Indeed. Well, I just love it. Like they tell on themselves. Like I said, what she's told in this was that she talked to Leslie. She's quoting Leslie, and that Leslie had talked to the school and stuff and defamed Jeremy well before this stuff, you know?
I think out of that whole video, the part that I liked the most is close to the end of where she was talking about all this. And she says, Jeremy Hales just lost that lawsuit. Just lost that lawsuit. He has been nailed to the wall. He just lost that lawsuit by doing what he did to that school. And I'm like, really? You have no proof at all except for what you've been told, apparently. And you're going to sit here and say that Leslie just won that lawsuit? Well, Leslie's not the one suing. Jeremy is.
She also said that Leslie would be getting a restraining order against Jeremy because he made a complaint to his school. That's apparently enough to get a restraining order. Again, that's if you assume that happened. Oh God, these people.
That's what would be amazing is if it flipped around and Jeremy literally got one on Leslie.
She also said, so, you know, if there are allegations, I'd like to know about this school. Here's another thing. If I find out, I am telling you, I'll make this a promise. If I find out that you make complaints to a school like this and their answer is instead of investigating it, to turn around and be like, hey, there was a complaint. Here's all the information on the person that complains. So you do that to every student's parent. Anybody that calls in, is that how you handle that? Because if you do that, they said they're going to perp walk him too, you know? I want us to get a perp walk. They're going to get it when he's arrested. They take him to court, perp walk him. Oh yeah. You should know what a perp walk is because
her husband.
Also her other fat friend, you know?
I was just sitting there thinking about that.
Santa Claus.
You've got her over there saying that Leslie told her all of this stuff. Okay. And just like you said, Tug, what if the school investigates this and they find out that one of their own teachers is telling lies and somebody that she knows is putting it out on YouTube and they know it's lies? That could end up hurting Leslie with the school board.
What's crazy to me, again, I can't get past this idea that they claim this guy's a stalker, right? So again, you can tell that it's lies because they feel comfortable enough to video in a schoolroom with kids around and stuff. Either do you not give a crap about kids at all? Oh, wait, almost wish, what the fuck? I tripped across this too. Oh my God, they're talking about, it tells you their hate for Megan. They're like, oh my God, Jeremy, he's got this stuff coming on. When is his next court hearing in Ohio? December 5th. Almost wish Megan was an accessory. I wouldn't be surprised if she's one of the people sending out that mail that's going on. So wait a minute. She put out where Megan put that out. Is that recorded? Oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. So she said that. Again, she tried to attach some kind of misdeed to Megan. She did that to Rosalind Duke too. You know, Rosalind Duke, what the fuck? They have a hate boner for specific folks out there. They really hate you ladies though.
That's just fixing to go there. What is her deal? Megan, Georgie, Rosalind, Tizzy the Bounce, Dee spills the tea. What is her deal? Miyagi? I mean, these are all females. I mean, okay, they're making content, and I have yet to see anything that any of them has said that breaks the law in any way.
Yes, here we are.
I don't ever remember any of these ladies ever putting a picture of Lisa's house on the internet with the name of the street she lives on, the actual house address. I don't remember that, but boy, I can remember somebody doing that to poor Megan.
Yep.
Oh, indeed. Indeed. Oh, they love, oh, it's just like a certain lawyer involved in all of this stuff, right? They said, well, that lawyer is actually this account right over here. You know, this person, which they inform us later on, they knew that that wasn't. But what did they do? They doxed every child that this person had. The lawyers, they have put them in crosshairs. They have doxed their children. And they said it was because they were running a Muppet army with an account they obviously they knew it wasn't real. They just wanted to dox kids. Yeah.
That's insane.
Shit. Yeah, well, they're disgusting fucking garbage. You know.
So what you got here, brother?
Well, notice the statement. This is about Leslie and all of the school, what I was saying. But she did let them know that she was in a lawsuit with someone who was a stalker. This was a while ago. She let them know just in case anything happened. So she told the school without anything happening that Jeremy Hales was a stalker and he's going to be her way out of anything in case something happens. If she does anything crazy or anything that's messed up, she went and told the school unprovoked. And they think that they have some sort of win in this. I mean, they admitted that Leslie, when she's hiring onto a place, people are already suing her for trying to ruin people's reputations and more. And she's still doing it every place she goes. Everything is blame Jeremy before that even happens. Blame Jeremy.
That statement alone makes it premeditated if you think about it.
Indeed, it does indeed. Yeah.
Well, here's a question for the class. Out of everybody involved, who literally has sued someone for stalking and harassment and won in a court of law and actually has a restraining order on this person?
Right.
Jeremy.
Out of everybody in this whole situation, Jeremy's the only one that has a stalker.
Well, again, let's take it further. Who interfered in that case and put their case that they dropped into not only the federal and state cases, but into the protective order case as well? Who attached it and said, oh, yeah. So this person who did that, they also did this stuff.
I don't know if she's just scared of those people or not, but man, just think of it. Lynette, she has clear case against Bubbles, against a lot of these people for what they've done to her. And I don't know if it's because she's scared of them or what it is, but you've got several of them that have hurt her financially. They have hurt her legally in the court systems.
Oh, yeah.
And she's just still sitting there listening to these baboons. I mean, I don't get it.
Probably because they promised her a fortune at the end of it. I mean, when you look, they're talking about her making $1.1 million. She also doesn't think that's with a 60-40 split. Okay. Let's just say hypothetically, she won all of that, right? Okay. Well, Bubbles has an agreement there, again, 60-40, but that also is after expenses. So he gets expenses too. Now, Bubbles was talking about one day, I had to look this up to make sure that I understood it. He had to note that he thinks he's a $500 an hour lawyer. Okay, fair enough. If he's charging her, whatever, I don't care. But if he's talking to her every single day, he was talking to her a lot. But let's just say he's talking to her an hour every single day. You realize he's racking up about $182,000 on a year in expenses just from the telephone, just from that 1 hour of conversation every day. That doesn't count. Yeah, no filings, no nothing. So when you get into expenses, how long does that money last too? See, that's not what she doesn't realize. I'm sure she was placated with something like, oh, yeah, we signed this, but I wouldn't come after all of that. And ultimately, what's happened? She's left holding the bag. Yep. Where are they now?
It's absolutely insane. The way this whole stuff is playing out. Georgie and I were talking about this the other day. You've got 2 federal cases, 2 state cases, and 1 in Ohio. And it's hard for us to keep track of all this stuff, let alone, could you imagine Randy having to keep track of just what he's doing? I mean, oh my God.
Jeremy, man, because ultimately that dude has to keep up with all the evidence and other stuff that's coming in. He has to keep a track on it. Like that's a lot of work.
Heaven forbid anybody keep files trying to protect yourself, because the only people that are allowed to keep files is Lisa. Oh, Georgie's evil. She's got a whole slew of files over in her server. Well, yeah.
Files on me. You know what? Georgie can be the biggest asshole ever. You know what? I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying you have the right to be. You are not. The way I like to say this online is you're not obligated to nicety. I'm not supposed to have to be nice to anybody. Myself, I can be the biggest asshole I want. I can call somebody fat, ugly, whatever. But you know what Georgie isn't doing? She isn't flagging down their business. She may laugh at their crystal peens and whatever, but she's not interfering in their ability to sell.
Exactly.
So,
right on.
Good luck.
And, like I said, I agree with you 100%. I don't want them going nowhere. I want them staying right where they're at. And we tell our people every day, do not contact these people. Do not do anything to them. Let Jeremy handle it. Because one, I don't want to give them any opportunity that they can say, oh, so-and-so over here is in my chat harassing me. Unlike here lately, we've had a few of their boneheads decided they want to come over and be boneheads. But,
dude, Paint Chips has been going over into Hale's.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, he's been going over there. Yeah. You remember when they had the little screw up about Jay, where they were like, "We got you, Jay," and they admitted to the ecosystem existing and all that. He wants to join up with the well. They admitted, he was like, yeah, the ecosystem, it exists. It's First Amendment. But he was going over to Jeremy Hale's comments and chat. And he came over to mine for a minute, but people banned him because he's definitely not welcome. He's one of those people that will get your channel flagged in trouble. Again, look what he did to his partner. So,
well,
I just would ban him outright.
Lisa's always talking about strategy, and I'll tell you, from what I've seen, this is some crazy lunacy strategy that any of these guys have. Every dismissal they've filed so far has been struck down. I think there's only one that hasn't been ruled on, and I don't get it, huh?
I think it's 2 that hasn't been ruled on yet.
2,
but
Go ahead.
It's wild when you look at them and you think, this is strategy?
I mean, what kind of strategy is it to make the judge mad by literally putting obscenities in the header of a motion?
Yep.
Who in their right mind would do that? You might have the right to, legally have the right to, but as far as the judge's courtroom goes, what do they call that?
Do you really? Yeah, you can do a lot of things. I mean, I can do all kinds of stupid stuff, but should I?
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
With rights come responsibilities, and just because you have the right to say it doesn't mean you should.
Well, they think that it's again, their strategy was it was stuff like Paint Chips saying, well, I'm doing this stuff to show belief, though, that the court is a clown show. And it's like, no, you are the clown. You're making it the clown show.
Exactly.
What the hell?
I mean, the motions was nuts to begin with, but Lethman entering in and filing the ignorance he is literally turned it into a circus.
And bringing in some of their other, I mean, again, they've they brought in somebody, I would say, just from my point of view, I think they're worse than him. Worse.
Who that?
I'm not going to throw their name.
Okay.
I'm just going to say.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a good question. It's a legit question, but it's one of those people that, you know, they want affirmation. They want you to talk about them, but they're awful people. They are. They're awful,
I got
you know, in trouble already before they even drop in. And it just goes to show you. It also shows you these people that stick around the ecosystem, they're very comfortable with criminality. You know, like they're comfortable with people that scam the elderly. They're comfortable with people that, again, they talk about guardianship, and yet they threw someone that was in a guardianship. They threw them out as the face to take the blunt of some FBI raid. Oh, God. Bad people.
You also got to remember, it's not been that long ago. I watched an entire chat turn on Lynette and telling Fleesa right from the get-go, you need that child. So she needs to take that child from Lynette. She needs to raise that child. I'm like, really?
Yeah, they did. They were also calling for wellness. They were calling for wellness checks. They were calling for her to go into a nursing home, you know, I mean, and they were also saying that John's the good guy, of course, but
it was 2 weeks after them accusing me of calling CPS, they turned around and started saying, Lisa, you need to call CPS. What?
Yeah, lo and behold, the weirdest thing is during that little bit of time right there, apparently she got a 35th visit.
Yeah, and Lisa actually has been blamed for contacting that or having it contacted. There is the blame. So that's funny because, again, the person that's blaming her, you're supposed to believe everything she says. Remember?
Yep.
Yep.
It's absolutely crazy. I mean, she loves to throw these accusations out there. And just because Georgie wants to, what do you call that? Protest CPS. She thinks that Georgie's the one calling CPS. It's ludicrous. It's the last thing in the world. Georgie hates CPS and the way they treat people. Why would she call them on anyone?
Exactly.
Well, that's the conversation like I've had with Megan. It's like, you know, none of us like CPS to the degree because at best, it's a lateral move. They're not, the child won't do better with CPS, I don't think. You know, now again, that depending, there's I would put an asterisk with this, depending if there's a certain type of abuse that happens, then that they definitely, somebody needs to intercede. But with awful, I mean, CPS, you put a kid in CPS, you remove them from a home, that may well happen to them if it wasn't happening before. You know, I've seen that in therapy. God, I can't even tell you how many cases. So it frightens me to put a kid in the custody of the state because they just don't give a shit.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. Like CPS will take kids that aren't being abused from good homes, and then they turn around and get abused. But they won't do jack shit for the children that are actually in a bad place.
Well, a lot of it revolves around money too. You know, if somebody has money, yeah, they definitely like to go after their kids, especially like middle class kids, because you can drag them through every step of the way. You know, that system loves feeding on it. But people who are impoverished, they don't have money, they seem to let those kids go through a lot of hell too.
Yeah, it was amazing how fast they turned on Lynette as far as the child goes and as far as helping her and the whole 9 yards. It was like a light switch flipped. And next thing you know, they're just ragging on Lynette like she's Satan reincarnated, which I don't like. It was
planned, I think it was planned because, you know, I think that they needed some way to get that money. And it wasn't an if they'll turn on her, it's when.
Right.
You know? Unfortunately, they didn't think far ahead though, because they didn't think about future money. They had to give away the future with it.
Well, they've made so many of their big donors mad that I think that part is history. You know, the big donors. I think that's history. Mm-hmm. She's done pooped in her nest on that one. Yeah. But of course, she's blaming Jeremy and you and Megan and
she even blames the donors, though. What blows my mind, like again, like for David, what really blows my mind is they brought him up the other night. All this crazy shit that we're talking about. Guess what, David? They brought you up in it. How did you fit into it? I have no idea how you supposedly fit up in it, but you did. They brought you up. Somehow you fit into everyone. But in some live streams, they will bring him up 70 to 100 times or more. And he hasn't. Oh, wow. I would take a wrecking ball to these mofos for messing with me like that.
And the sad part is he got the money. Yeah. He's literally got the money. Even though he's over across seas, he has the money. He could easily fight these guys and win.
It's even worse than that. His statements about everything's gravy. I had my accountants look at it, which he withdrew later. But the weeks that stayed up, how many people potentially looked at that statement and said, it's okay. This is something because this dude says it's good. He's the guy who's giving those fat stacks. So he should look at that. Again, you know, I'm not trying to be an asshole toward him giving money, but he needs to buck the fuck up and do something about this.
Right.
If he doesn't, he went like the other day, he was whining in my my emails, like while I was live, whining and being like, you know, fuck you, idiot. You got this number. Well, we'll put out fucking receipts, you loser. You know, do it then, you know, like I said, I told him straight up. And I wrote him about it. I was like, you put together something that is admissible to Levy County, and I will get it in the hands of Lynette Preston. I promise you, I will put it in her fucking hands, and it will go to Levy County. And it will go beyond that, too. But if you ain't got the balls to do it, man, then, you know, I'm talking about doing everything, all the heavy lifting. All you got to do is type out a little bit of stuff. But if you ain't got the balls to do it, then just shut the fuck up and don't pop up anymore, because that's clown show. That is clown show logic. I'm tired of these people who say that they want to help people, that they want to help out the elderly and indigent. Who do you think they're preying on? They are preying on people who don't know any better. Like many of these people, maybe David knows better because he has money that maybe that's you know, money you'd find in the sofa for him. But for a lot of people who gave, it wasn't. Anyway,
right. And I just want to make it perfectly clear. When I said he has the money to fight these people, I'm talking in the courts. I'm talking legally. Yeah. I'm not talking hand to cuff. I'm talking legally.
No, he does. He has the money to. Yeah, I think everybody understood, but it's good clarification too.
Them idiots would love to just turn that around. Oh, he's threatening. No. I never tell anybody to go violent with anybody. I don't agree with that. You do it legally. Do it the right way.
You even get on to me when I brought up her threatening she wants to fight me. Like, she wholeheartedly wants to fight me. Like, bring it.
There's no room for violence. I mean, this stuff can all be taken care of the same way Jeremy's taking care of it, legally.
Exactly.
Well, I say, you know, the one thing I made sure to make to people, though, is people like paint chips who like to say they're going to show up on my door. I live in the deep south. George understands this, living out here. You know, you guys understand. I mean, you know, you don't play that game. Like, this ain't New York, man. You know?
Well, you do know where I reside, don't you?
The swamp.
I'm right smack in the middle of Florida. I mean, in the middle.
So somebody decided they would do a fake call. I talked to your mayor, those people, that group of people. One of those people on that panel decided they would call here. And their allegation, they thought would seem wise to make here because, we live in nowhere, was that we were hiding bodies out here. Like, okay, you're going to have people who, want to threaten a place that, your allegations are that we hide bodies. Okay.
So is that where the fact that Megan's non-existent ex-husband came in, that she's got chained in the basement? Is that where all that came from?
There's so much weirdness that I've said.
But Tug, I think it's just totally crazy that the women are the ones that get attacked the most. And poor Megan, she's been run through the ringer with these guys.
It's an insult to you ladies, because what they think too is that you guys are the winklings and they can bully you all, and it's like, no, Megan's nicer than I am, for sure. She's more likely to give you a chance. Like for me, nah, not really. She addresses people nicer a lot of times too, but that doesn't make you weak. She's also she'll drop elbows at the at the blink of it if she needs to.
So what else you got on your agenda over there, wild man?
Actually, I think I'm going to hit some supers. I think we're there. You guys can stick if you want, or you can bounce. It is up to you.
I'll stick for a few, but I like watching your stuff come up on the screen. Your supers.
I
get some good questions, and some good comments.
I like questions. I like that part. I also figure, take time to read them because, again, these are people that they make our channels work. You sticking to Georgie or you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's hit on that. Fallen Hero, what's up, man? Thank you for the gifted membership and always being here, my friend. I appreciate you sincerely, man. You've been here for a long time. Appreciate you. It's Tizzy. Tizzy, by the way, if you are here, again, I hope you saw that super chat earlier from Cynic. First of all, let me say thank you for the gifted memberships. Thank you. And Cynic, thank you for the 5. But I want you to note that. Get in contact with Cynic. If you can't, get in contact with me and I'll work it out. I'll figure it out for you. But he got tizzytobounce.com to redirect it to your channel. They can contact, so you can contact Tizzy. Tug has email if you want the domain, and I'll transfer it. Yeah, Cynic's a good dude, by the way. Cynic's good people.
He's been in our chat a few times.
Oh, Cynic, I've known them for a long time doing this stuff. They don't. What I love about people like Cynic is they're here. They're not pushovers. They have fun, but at the same time, like, if I say something stupid, which I do, sometimes, and they'll be like, yo, that's wrong. I think that's wrong, or this is wrong. And I like that. I like people that'll call that out too. I appreciate it. It helps you and you grow. So it's good, but they have fun too. Stuff like the website thing, that doesn't hurt anybody, so it's fun. It's good times.
Oh, did you ever buy yours from, Leslie?
I actually own ThATuMBRELLAgUY.com, so she didn't get to steal mine. I own my own website. She said she didn't do a redirect for me because she was afraid I would sue her for it. I was the only one she wouldn't do that way. So that's the funny thing. She said, not him, not that guy. I was like, all right, get some. Jack Miles, thanks for the 2. Banana breadsticks. Hey, that sounds good, to be honest. Mimi, what's up? Thanks for the 5. Finally got my birthday. Oh, man, get that birthday song on. Yes, by the way, I'm going to turn on the birthday song. If you, too, would like to sing along, you may. Guests, you will be muted. The thing automatically mutes you, so you can see the little mute button at the bottom of your screen. When it comes on, you can turn it off. If you want to, I don't care. I sing along with all of them. Off-key, beautifully. Here we go.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
From both of us to you. Happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mimi.
We love to have you here. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Here's to another
million
year.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I want to hype something real quick. First of all, Mimi, love to you. I hope you have had an excellent birthday. Yeah, I hope that was fun too. Have any of you seen the Frankenstein movie that just came out on Netflix? By the way, the Del Toro movie. God,
it's on my list. I just seen it pop up yesterday. It's on my list.
It's so good. It's so good. That movie right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna ruin anything with it. Obviously, you know this Frankenstein story, so it's not like I'm gonna ruin it anyway.
Right.
But I'm not going to anyway. I'm gonna ruin anything. That movie had $120 million budget, and it shows. It's beautiful. It's well done. Del Toro. It's one of his best movies he put out. But that movie could have made its money back easily. That would have been a blockbuster out there. I wish they would have put it in theaters.
You ever notice some of those cheaper made movies turn out to be the best you'll ever see?
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite movie is Primer. It's a time travel movie, and it was made on tens of thousands of dollars, like $25,000 or something like that. But it's the best time travel movie I think I've ever seen.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I love it. But there's also like the movie Stakeland. Stakeland was made by it's a great vampire movie. It was made for, I think with all the digital and everything else, $600,000, which, for if you look at that movie, you would think it was some kind of, big back, probably $6 to $8 million for its time. But no, the dude who made it, he put everything into it. It was amazing.
Now, one movie that I'm not really into, but it made a lot of money and it was a low budget, and that was that crazy Blair Witch movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good
well,
movie.
That was advertisement there, back in the day too. That movie, they convinced people that was one of those first horror found footage movies, and people believed it was real. It was amazing to watch.
They pulled a Billy Ray Cyrus is what they did. They had him hyped up before it ever hit the film.
I liked it. I liked it, just the feel. It wasn't just the movie. It was everything that happened with it. I liked all of that. I love that the way they handled it. They got all the actors to play along, so
right.
they even made it seem like they had disappeared. They didn't pop up for a while. It was amazing.
Movies don't usually scare me. That one, I still get goosebumps when I watch that movie. Anyhow,
if people experienced it, I think they really appreciate that too. Jaguar, thanks for the 10 gifto. Thank you, Jaguar. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the gifted memberships too. I think that's amazing and awesome. Andre, thanks for the 2. Hello, new co-hosts. Megan, then Jay. Wow, 2 new. Yeah, you forgot Rosalind, by the way. Yeah, indeed.
Let's not forget about Shizzy. Can't forget about Shizzy.
Well, Shizzy, for sure. I mean, all you guys do a good job though, and I really, out of anything, I like y'all's show, but I also love the reactions you get to your show, because you don't do anything really crazy, but they just hate you guys. They hate you so much. It warms my heart. I love it.
We try.
No, Georgia, they really hate you. I love it. D spills that tea, baby. Thank you for the 5 giftos. Hey, thank you to D spills the tea. Good person there. Appreciate you. Cynic, thanks for the 5. I do have coopgeorgieshow.com, but I'm having to build a landing page to support multiple channels. I'll have it up as soon as I have the time. Look at that.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Cynic.
Yeah, so you just grab the address, hold on to it. Yeah, that'll be great. You'll have a redirect there. That's great. Cynic, thanks for the 2 as well. Fleas, most hated if Megan was on with Joe. Oh, yeah. Could you imagine if Megan was on here too? Oh my God. If we put in Megan, Rosalind, we got Georgie. Oh my God, man. She'd just explode. She chicken skin flying everywhere. It'd be insane. Wheezy, what's up, Wheezy? It's good to see you. Appreciate you. And thank you for that gifted membership there. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad. I hope you're doing good too. In the Clouds, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, In the Clouds. Appreciate you. Still loving that avatar, by the way. Something to Bark About drops this super sticker. Thank you there as well. That'll be, like I said, I love clipping those for the kids. And I still love your avatar too. Veteran Nation, thanks for the 2. Fake obits to fake calls. Yes, indeed. By the way, Skipper, so Georgie, you were also blamed for the obit thing. You and Veteran Nation. I have definitive proof. I'm holding on to it for right now because I have some, but I have definitive proof of where they came from. And they came from the person you'd expect them to have come from, not you guys. So,
that was totally amazing. You had Lori Jones and Skipper both posted the same day asking the same question. Does anybody know if this is real? How does it go from, do you know if this is real, to they did it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was so bizarre. Like both of them too. They were waiting for somebody to just ask the simple question, and it's a legit question, by the way. Hey, does anybody know anything about these? Because, well, you want to know. I mean, we saw what happened with Stark, and heck, we're just wondering. But saw them come up a few days, and I was curious if they were going to do anything else to them. I always wonder if they were trying to bait a trap or what. The only problem is that they were used for something else by these people. So they want to push that. Yeah, push it. Let's see what happens. You want me to drop those receipts? Because if I do, baby, come after us. They better just pretend those things never existed. Because again, or maybe Fats. That's right, Fats, I'm talking to you because we know you listen. Oh, never listen. Yeah, you do. When you're listening here, maybe you should ask your buddy that told you about the school thing. Maybe you should ask them about what they really did with the obits, why they did them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, anyway, James, thanks for the 2. Blessed be the 11 herbs and spices. That's right. Hashtag Team Crew. Yep, gotta pray to that Colonel Sanders too. That's right. That's amazing. Oh my God, that's what we need. We need, like, when people are making avatars with her, they need to put a shirt on her that says something about, blessed be the 11 herbs and spices. William, thanks for the 10. To figure out why the eco slums hate Georgie Megan so much, look at what they accuse Jeremy Hales of. Yes, they says that's true. This is actually a good statement there. They say that Jeremy Hales hates strong, attractive, intelligent women. So, yeah, they tell them themselves. Indeed. They say, oh, women that'll stand up for themselves. Ugh. And then anytime, like some of the things they've said about Georgie, Megan, the list goes on there, but yeah, they tell them themselves with it. I agree. Cynic, thanks for the 2. Lisa did pass the bar. Yeah, the salad bar on the buffet. Yeah, indeed. Well, she doesn't pass it either. She just brings some extra chicken skins. She just throws them in. She's like, oh yeah. Blake, thanks for the 10.
Ew.
Candy money for the monkeys. Indeed. Thank you. What were you saying, ma'am? Sorry, I cut you off.
I will never look at chicken skins the same. Thanks, Tug.
Dude, one night, I'm telling you, like that, it really happened though. It really happened. I was sitting there the first time I ever listened to one of their streams. She was just like, I got a bucket of Colonel Sanders, and you can hear just like hoovering up those freaking chicken skins. She's like, I got another bucket waiting.
Oh my God. It just hit me, Tug. You remember the 3D image I had earlier I showed you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put me a bucket of chicken. Her holding a bucket of chicken.
That's funny. Well, you know what they say. Praise be the chicken skins. And let's also take a moment to remember one cricket who accidentally ate a little of the chicken skin too. Yeah, that was his fault. Poor little guy. Oh, I think that's what happened.
You remember the cricket, right, Georgie?
Yes.
The one driving her nuts in her garage?
That was her best co-host.
Right? That's what I was just about to say. That was the best show they ever had, was the cricket.
And then they I thought it was amazing though. They switched co-hosts from a cricket to a gnat. I thought that, wow, that's amazing. You can't write this, you know. And thanks for the 5 there. Blessings to all my favorite. Thank you, Tug, Georgie, Mr. Coop. Blessings to you all, and thanks for all your prayers for my spouse. Hey, love to you, your family, your spouse. Prayers to all of you, and I'm glad to see you too. Faith and love. Thanks for the 5. Bug fun. Just love her. You know, thank you for sharing with us. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you all for making a place where, you know, she pumps on. It's supportive and fun. Thank you. Don't follow the leader. Thanks for the 16 months. I support you with Chads. I can't do so when you have Georgie as a guest. Oh no, she allowed who? Jay to grift us using a veteran in the line. I have no idea what that's about.
I don't even have any idea what that means.
I don't know. I have no idea. But, you know, I have people on, again, if you like them, you like them. You don't have to like any of us. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like Megan. You don't have to like any of us, you know. But I have people on primarily, like I said, for like Georgie and Mr. Coop. I like what they do. But I also, and I think you should appreciate this, even if you hate every one of us, look how much other people hate you. You know? So even if a person doesn't like any of us, they should probably enjoy the ride and enjoy the chaos. I mean, shit. But I mean, you're okay. You can not like anybody. That's okay. I have no idea what that's about though. Martin, thanks for the 2. How did Fleesa know so many letters were sent? Yeah, that's the question. For real.
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, my problem too is the school in this whole scenario. The school tells on people that make complaints too. So in this, they went right away and said, this guy right here, Jeremy Hales, he's the one, he called about this stuff. So, man, I think the message for anybody that has a kid in that school is clear. This place will sell you down the river, and they're going to, when they do that, they're basically like, say you had a kid in one of these classes, that's going to get your kid focused on, you know, like if, let's say Jeremy Hales would have been a parent for sure, for real. Like say there would have been a parent there with like their allegations were. A parent calls in, they have a problem. If the school tells the teacher, instead of doing anything, they tell the teacher, this parent of this kid right here, they made a complaint. What do you think happens? They're going to focus on that kid, you know? So beautiful. But yeah, how do they indeed? Bonnie, thanks for the 5. So Lips was in court. Yes. Jeremy and George were at a movie premiere. Who was at the school? Yes, Felicia didn't vet her stuff. Indeed. And again, even if they would have made stuff, the school didn't shut down like they said. They even in their even when they tried to walk it back, they still left the school being shut down in there. Watch them tonight. They'll be like, I never said that.
That's their go-to. I didn't say that.
It is.
Even though it's in transcripts.
Yeah. Well, and some of those suckers that they have that listen, they're like, you never did. And they'll have, first of all, they'll have Nat. Nat will be like, oh, you never did. You're right, Lisa. It's always.
She literally talks in circles to the point that it confuses them that they just believe whatever she says.
I think sometimes they do. They just agree for whatever because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about that day. They're confused. Oh Lord. Dan, thanks for the 2. She should be Otter Creek protected. LMNOP. Indeed. Maybe they could add that instead of ADA. Emmy, thanks for the 50. Thank you, Emmy. She used the kids' names. Yes, their voices, their images, which violates the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. That is what I was talking about the other night. I was like, I would imagine that you would have a problem with that because without express written consent from every student's guardian in the school's specific policy regarding it, she's screwed. Right. And even if they had permission to showcase, like Megan was saying, the school where her kids go to, they'll have accolades or something. So they'll put up a picture of the kid. You're not signing off for your kid to be put in a video that's going out randomly to YouTube. That's a different thing. So you're right. You're 100%, I feel like. Your mom, thanks for the 10 months there. Definitely trying to set up Jeremy Hales. That could be BBB, Volmet, Paint Chips. Love you, Tug. Great to see Georgie and Mr. Coop. Indeed. Thank you for the love and support. Appreciate you. And yes, I'm glad they came on. It has been too long in the making. Kat, thanks for the 15 there. Thank you. Paying my 50 cents per day lurker tax. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's funny. I said Wombat. Thank you for the 15 there. Thank you, my friend. Jeremy and George were at a premiere of a movie. Personally invited by the producer most nighttime. Not even at home, so knew absolutely nothing about this. He said on today's stream. That's crazy. Well, on top of that, again, they seem to know so much about what was happening. I wonder if one of these people, did they spoof an email, or you can do that. You can spoof them. You can make ones that look almost the same. People fake them too. God, they fake phone numbers. When I call people, like, I don't use a spoofer, but I use like Google Voice, and Google Voice by itself, it gives me dozens of numbers that aren't me. Like this month, I'm using a Texas number because when I call people, I don't want them to know, what my actual number is sometimes. So, if I'm making contact with somebody for business, I do that a lot of times. And these people, they do things that are bad. So, Carl, thanks for the 4 months. Thanks, Tug. Well, thank you, Carl. Appreciate you. JC, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tug's Thugs. Thank you, JC. Appreciate that. I said Wombat. Thank you for the 8 there, too. Tug, can we promote a certain content creator who requires 170 subscribers to reach 10K? Who is that?
Shizzy.
Oh, is Shizzy
Shizzy's
at 10K? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do it next week. Well, what I need to do, so I've been talking about doing this in segments. What I want to do is for you guys, I think it would be very funny for the Fats to watch you all roll up in segments. And I know, Mr. Coop, you've got good numbers. Georgie, you need some roll up to make them, like I said, to just make them mad. So I think periodically we'll note, hey, let's get a few hundred subscribers here, a few hundred there, and they'll tick off, bam, 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 and it'll roll you past them pretty fast, and that'll be beautiful. And then, of course, Shizzy, yes, Shizzy, love to him. By the way, we will get him beyond that 170. We'll start doing that.
He was talking about that the other night. He's like 200 away from 10K. This is a couple of nights ago, and he's planning out his 10-hour stream. To celebrate 10,000 subscribers. We shouted him out on Friday. Was it? Trying to, push people over there. But yeah, I'm excited for him to hit 10K.
Heck yeah. She's a good people. I like him. So
that's 10K is a good milestone. I mean, come on.
It is. The first 1,000's hard. And I think the 10,000 is hard. So, it's like those milestones as you're moving it. The first 1,000 feels like you're trying to get 10,000, unless you have something viral or something. It feels like you're trying to. And then from 1 to 10, it feels like the same way 1 felt. And then after that, things, they ebb and flow. Sometimes they explode, sometimes they don't. But, it's like that. And yeah, 10,000 is a good number, though. That's a great milestone. And props to him, because I like Shizzy. I appreciate it. Andre, thanks for the 2. They are parties and court cases. Should be in a chain gang. Certain ones, man. Would you want them working on something for you, though?
Their fingers would be too greasy.
That's true. Like they'd be swinging the pick and the grease. Oh, Lord, that'd be terrible.
Break on the side of the road. Yep.
Injuries.
Give them a rake, put them on the side of the road, raking up garbage. That's about as much as I'd let them.
Rake it into that trash can to call a mouth. Robert, thanks for the I'm a parent, but then gives his name. Yeah, no, that whole thing doesn't make sense. He's a parent, and Lord, they were like, oh, we might have the we might have the recording. You do realize that Florida also is a 2-party consent state, morons. So if somebody did call a school and you recorded it, if there's no threat or anything, that's a lawsuit. That's what that is. Because are they disclosing that? Are they disclosing that they're recording you? Because again, Florida, 2-party consent. They might have a problem with that. Again, if you're calling in about an issue, and they were like, "We've got a recording." Well, I don't believe you, but if you do produce one, if you ever manage, first of all, I'd love to see one. I love evidence like that. So, produce it. Let's see it. But God, the liability that could potentially come from that would be stupid too. Maybe not. Thanks for the 5. Hey, maybe not. How you doing? Just watch Blame Megan by Rosilla's Realm. Too funny indeed. Indeed. Props to Rosilla, by the way. Appreciate Rosilla. Cat, thanks for the 10. Finally got my furniture moved yesterday. Great there. The other part is not great. Then broke a pinky toe. Yeah, when more stuff. That's not fun. That hurts. Been there, done that more than once, actually. Not fun. I hope you, love to you. You got to recoup that sucker. And I know you got more to do too. That sucks. Mom to boys, thanks for the 8 months. I work for a school. All employees of the school get an email. And see, also all employees. So they all do get an email. That's interesting because I didn't know like janitors and stuff, again, nothing ugly with that either. I'm just saying at a certain point, do you get school emails? I guess maybe that's interesting. So everyone gets one. In SC also, all employees go through extensive background checks. Lips is stupid. Indeed. They there's certain things in the background. She also said, did you notice that night too? She said that Lips was cleared by the FBI.
Well, she is FDA protected, so
that's all bullshit.
I didn't know that got you investigated by the FBI. Is that what you need? Is that kind of like a witness protection? Oh, let's push you in here to the ADA protection. It's amazing. Suzanne, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, Suzanne. That is a cute avatar here. I appreciate it. Mom to boys, thank you also for the 2 there. I think Limps called herself and sent emails. That's potential. Again, I have no idea if anything did or didn't happen, on this kind of stuff. I haven't caught the new answers to it. Sometimes this is always fun too. I kind of like seeing how things play out. I can ask the subjects of something, or I can just watch the chaos. And sometimes I just want to watch the chaos. This is so crazy though, because I want to see how this turns out. They're not hurting Jeremy Hales with these accusations. And if police actually did get involved, that would mean I would think Lips went to them. I'm going to FOIA the shit out of that too. And if they brought me up in that, holy God, I'm going to have a lot to say.
The Ohio court, that's my holy grail. I would love to FOIA request all that from the Ohio court.
Well, what's really wild is we have all these people admitting that they've been writing the courts. In fact, oh man, I forgot to mention this today. I'm glad we talked about that. So Vomit loves sending me his articles. I'm sure does he send you all of them? Because God, he sends me every one of them.
No, but he tries to post them in our Facebook groups, and we decline them every time.
Well, he sent one about federal magistrate's dereliction causes polymop. Because he's totally not writing for Bruce right here. But in this, he wrote a little part, and it said that it's talking about Hales and Shockett, and it said Gage and Bolethos Chambers did not respond to emails for comment. So they are indeed writing Boletho. Why the fuck aren't emails being turned over to counsel if there are people trying to get involved? Because there have been people that have noted that they're writing, getting involved. Why do we have Levy County that is showcasing all of these inappropriate emails, but we're not having anything popping up from Bolitho's camp. I think that's a problem, because they are indeed writing, and they are indeed, God knows what they're saying, and it could potentially interfere with this case. It could bias it.
Most definitely.
I mean, they could be writing anything. You assume they're writing like, slander and vilification, but what if who knows? What if they're writing things like, "Hey, I work for Jeremy Hales," and blah blah. You never know what they're writing. So that stuff should be made public.
Who's to say? Just paint chips. The stuff at the top of his header on those motions that he filed. Who's to say that, like you said, they're not writing that same kind of nonsense, but then addressing it as it's Jeremy Hales fans or Jeremy Hales himself, just to aggravate the judge?
Oh, and I mean, these are awful people. God knows what they do. They do anything to crash this case. They do. These people have interfered in cases before. They've done damage to their the people that they're supposedly helping out, but they didn't care. They absolutely didn't care. They weren't brought in, to be civil and have discourse. They were brought in to make chaos, and they're writing articles about Polymob. Who the fuck do you think put that out there? I mean,
right on.
I know one fraud that likes to use that word a lot. It'd be funny. I'm going to see which fraud owns up to it first. He said I'm a fraud. Did I? Did I, or did you? You want to really make them mad and have fun? Make statements like that. Well, I know one fraud that does that when they're like, "He said that." No, I said one fraud, but I'm glad you owned up to being a fraud. Suzette, I can't remember if I said thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. K-Matt, what's up? Thanks for the 10 there. Great day shows today. Tug, Coop, Georgie tonight, Shizzy's 3rd anniversary. That's awesome there, man. And needing less than 200 subs for 2K. Can't wait. What else this weekend? Indeed. Loved him. Appreciate him, like I said. Jacqueline, thank you for the membership there. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome to Tugs Thugs. Thank you, Jacqueline. And it's your birthday, too. Can you get a song? Well, I hate to break it to you, but yes, of course.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Hey, as always, of course you get one. Heck yeah, join in the singing. That's right.
May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday. We love to have you here. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Here's to another year.
That's right. I love the birthday song, actually. What's up? Real amen from Norway. That's awesome. Hey, well, hello from Norway. Hello, return. That is awesome. I've always wondered about Norway. Norway looks like an interesting place to be, So that is really cool. Lorraine, thanks for the fun. They're a great show tonight. Indeed, it's been fun. I've had a lot of fun. Thank you. Wendy, what's up, Winda Bender? Thanks for the 5. Hey, Tug. They're really jealous of the ladies. They are indeed. They hate the ladies. That's why we have to give them love. Ketchup, what's up, Ketchup, by the way? It's good to see you. Thanks for the 2. Hey, Tug, Coop, George, great show, y'all. Well, appreciate you. It's good to see you.
My mustard come to see us.
Yes, and our Torhild.
Yep.
So, AKA the cat lady. Thanks, dude. Should do a ladies panel hosted by Doug.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would make total sense, too. We're all ladies here. As a well, I mean, my littlest one does call me yes, ma'am. So maybe I'll be like, there's my qualification. Sounds of Bosla. Thanks for the 12. Thanks for the year there. Awesome. Thanks for getting the Temu crew on me. Of course. Like I said, it's been overdue. I wanted to do it weeks ago, but I kept having, like I said, the little one had a birthday. Then we had, it was like crazy. And then this Friday, I was going to do it. And I had doctor appointments and stuff. I was like, it's going to happen this week. It's happening on a Saturday. Then, damn it. Mama Bear, thanks for too. We love Germany cricket. I know. He was such a good cricket. He's been lots of laughs. Germany cricket. I love it. Janice, thanks for the 19 months. Thank you there, Janice. Appreciate that. The ecosystem is jealous. That's right. None of them have good hair. Yeah, none of them really have much hair. That's true. Are beautiful. Yeah, I wouldn't even give them mid. That's true. None of them are funny. That's true. That's God. They're like, give us super chats and I'll make my significant other sick and throw up. And then, oh my God, one day I tuned in. I guess I don't ever want to say it because it scarred me so deeply. 2L was talking about, let's say, explicit things. And I was like, oh, no, God. Yeah.
Must be the day of the vibrating chair arrived.
Yeah. It probably was. I was like, oh. And it was raining outside. And every time, like, she kept talking about like water and stuff. I'm not going to say any of the nasty, but every time I'd go outside and, I had to go to my car to pick up something. And I was looking at the rain. I was like, oh, gross. It made me think of the horror. The horror. Janice, thanks for the 19 months. I appreciate you. Hazel Monday. Oh, thank you for the 10 months there. Thank you. And you got a birthday too. Of course. It's your 60th on the 9th. Yes, of course you can have one. Let's bust it up.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Woo-hoo!
From both of us to you. Happy birthday! May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday! We love to have you here. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Here's to another year.
Heck yeah. Thank you for that, by the way, folks. Appreciate you, and I appreciate the birthdays. Man, I appreciate being able to celebrate with you. I love it. Dan Davis, thanks for the 14 months. Yeah, Shizzy's 3-year stream was today. That's awesome, man. Oh, like I said, love to the dude. I've been, it's been crazy. So Sheila, thanks for the $3 super sticker. Thank you, Sheila. That is awesome. I get one at least per stream. Had a couple. Thank you. The kids love those. Rhea Wright, thanks for the too. Am I planning my usual Black Friday? I don't know if I'll get to this year. I think I have doctor appointments on Black Friday, as awful as that sounds. And there's no fighting anymore.
No.
Used to. Didn't you all used to love that? You love that?
Yep. I used to go and film it. I'd hide my GoPro or my camera in my jacket and just sit back and watch.
I was like, it's the only thing where I saw a grandma kick a baby in the face and nobody blinked.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
This grandma and this, I'm going to say, trailer park enthusiast, maybe. That's a good way of putting it. She's like, get off them drawers. They were fighting over like I don't know, a bra or no underwear. I don't remember, but it was like, I was like, are you kidding? I remember screaming, get off them drawers. So you know how it is. And they were pulling back and forth, and the grandma lost, of course, because she was older. Well, this woman had brought her kid in a car seat, little bitty like kid, and that woman, instead of going after the woman who took it, she turned around and kicked that baby in the face. Just
wow!
Whack. And not one person, like they blinked. They were fighting over like a couple of bucks off of some droves, and I was like, "This is magical." This is magical. How are you going to get this like little old lady who looked nice? She was like put together. She looked really nice and everything. Is fighting this, I mean, you could tell white trash person, but they were the ones that were actually the nice person.
I always like watching them fight over the electronics. I always wondered how many were still working order when they got out of the store with them.
I love the chaos. And, if you ever got bored too, you could enter the melee if you're really feeling it, if you're like, man, I hate people today, elbows out, whack, 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 whack. you know, you have a lot of fun. No, I'm just kidding. But I did love watching it. Aaron, thanks to the 5. As a parent volunteer, chaperone, I need to be fingerprinted in federal background check. Maybe that's what she means. I'm not sure, because she put in the FBI outside of all of this other stuff. So it was bizarre the way she brought it up. Like she'd been under investigation. I was like, why is she bringing it up? But okay. Emma, thanks for the 5 there. Maybe you're right on that, though. But Emma, thank you for the 5. I've been planting my corn, tomato, broccoli, carrot seedlings. So Miss Mother Show, hey, that's awesome, though. It's still, you've got to go out, got to do your stuff. That's great. You know, here's some money toward candy, beads, books, or whatever. Well, thank you there. By the way, my dad used to do that. He when he got sick, he was funny because you know, he had cancer, but he had for like 6 years, and he would get all this pain medication. Like, it was so crazy, and he would just be looped out of his mind. Well, one year he was like, let's do a garden. And I was like, dude, you don't even know what you're doing. What are we talking about here? So he was like, we're gonna go out. Well, he plots out this plot of land. It was like 5 times the size of the garden that we should have had, maybe even bigger. Then he's like, we're going to get some Miracle Grow to help with it. I was like, all right, cool. So I read the thing and measured out. I was like, all right, well, you need to use like just a couple of scoops out of this giant bucket. I'm going to leave the bucket here. Well, when I come back, he was like, you know, I could have used those 2 scoops. And like I said, he's high as hell on painkillers. He's like, I could have used those 2 scoops, but I used the whole bucket. I was like, no, oh my God, no. What was really bad, though, is the place where they lived, they had it was on a slope. So when it rained the day after he did this, and all that Miracle Grow, you know, gets in the water, and it streamed through their yard over into the ditch. And, you know, after it started growing, it made the grass grow on steroids. So they had this big strip that would grow like a jungle, and the whole ditch would grow like that too. It was pretty funny. God, it was hilarious there. And Jack's mom, thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, Jack's mom. I appreciate you very much. You know, it's good to see you too, Jack's mom. I hope you're doing well. And also, let's see. I've got, hey, what's up, Shadows? In again, I got Shadows in my soda. I didn't say in my sofa that time. I think I did good. And thank you for the 10. It's a love from Michigan. Hey, well, you know what? Love a return. Appreciate you. And with that, we have everything. You guys, you want to say anything on the way out?
Thanks for having us on, man. I actually enjoyed it tonight.
Me too. I had a lot of fun. Georgia, you got anything you want to add?
I had a blast. I was nervous 2 hours before the show, but once I got on here with y'all, it was like I was just hanging out with friends.
Yeah, you just BS. That's you know, I find that's the best way to do things. You know, I don't prep any questions, or every now and then, like if it's somebody that I'm like, well, there's a big controversy, but if we're just gonna goof off and have fun, let's have fun. But you guys will have to come on again.
Well, she knows, you know, she don't need to be nervous. She's got me over here with the whip. I'll keep her in line.
Jim Whip. That's for our show.
We had 2 more come in, by the way. Let me hit them. Kelly, thanks for the 5 there. Please explain how a flunky lawyer qualifies to teach children. Yeah, indeed. You know, especially somebody with potentially expired credentials. I don't know. Again, maybe there's sub. Who knows? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the qualifications are there. So we'll see. And Emma, thanks for the 5. It's the only way to afford fresh vegetables these days. That's true. I'm in agony now. I've been here for hours. Yes, it's a lot of work to do. I hear you. But that is great, man. When the time comes and you got your own garden, that is its own reward. You know,
most definitely. But,
all right,
man. Well, I appreciate it. It's been a blast, man.
Yep. And I appreciate you guys too. I'm going to redirect tonight, as I do every Saturday, to Flashcast. You know, Flashcast, Yellow Flash, my boy. You know, again, if it upsets you to go over and to hear people making fun of everything and its mother, don't go. But if you want to go have fun, go have fun. And with that, we are out.